Which way am I going? Good morning, beautiful, blessed people. My name is Sydney, and in today's video, I want to talk about how to learn the distinction between God and the devil, or positive and negative, what is right for you and what is motherfucking wrong. I have a prime example of this, okay? So last year, before I got the job I have now, I was job hunting. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I didn't have any idea of what I could do other than being a cashier, a server, or working in a factory, which is what I was currently employed as, which I didn't want to go back to because it was absolute torture and hell. So I started applying for jobs. I started applying for serving jobs. I have a little bit, like a tiny bit of serving experience. Like, I've been in restaurants and had jobs before, but I didn't really have like a ton of experience, okay? So I'm applying to all these jobs, and in the back of my mind, I'm just like, I don't want to do this. Like, we had just lost our brother like a year before that, and I was just like, the idea of having to socialize for people for tips, literally, like, I can't. I just did not feel like I could, I just did not feel like I could socialize with anybody, let alone like flirt with men and get tips. Like, I was just like, all of this sounds like torture to me, and I don't want to do it. But I was like, I don't have any other option. So number one, I was already downplaying or limiting what I was capable of doing. And so I'm applying to all these serving places, and I'm miserable doing it because I don't want to work there. And I also just moved into a new place. So I'm like, holy shit, like, I actually need to do this. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to pay my rent. So I was getting really fucking scared. Anyways, I applied to all these places. I finally got a job at this place. And I was also, right before this, I saw the job application for the gym manager position that I've told you guys that I ended up getting. So I applied for that as well, but I didn't think I was going to get it. I kind of just applied for it for fun. So anyways, I was expecting to get a job as a server because I thought it would be easy. And so I got a job, and right after I get the job, I heard a call back from the gym manager position. So I was really excited about that, but I still had to start working at the job I just got. And I start working there. I had the interview with the serving job, okay? So I go have the interview, and the guy was really like sleazy. Okay, bro. The guy was I almost just got into a crash. The guy was really sleazy, and I got weird vibes from him because he said a few things that really stuck out to me. And at this point in my life, I was really tapped into like God versus the devil. Like, I was going to church, and I had like, I don't know how to explain it, but I was really connected to God's voice. Like, I could hear it, and I could see what was from God and what wasn't. I also had a lot of biblical dreams, and I just felt like God was speaking to me all the time, and I could like see like, okay, this is good and this is bad, and I could see like kind of like the evil or the good in people. So anyways, this guy just felt really sleazy, bad vibes, but I needed a job. But he said some weird things. So one of the things he said was, oh yeah, like, are you ready to sign your life away? And I thought that was weird because that's something that the devil literally says. Like, okay, like, that's like a stereotypical thing that like the devil would say. He's like, yeah, are you ready to sign your life away? When I was like about to sign the paper, and I literally had this feeling like, whoa, I don't want to work here. And he also said things like, oh, yep, get ready. Like, this is going to be your last weekend free because after this, you're going to be stuck here with me every single weekend. And he was saying all this stuff, like, in a joking manner, but it just felt so, like, it felt like he was telling me, because here's the thing. I feel like once you get really tapped in, people can't lie to you. They'll show you exactly who they are, and you'll see it, and it's up to you to, do it or not. So I feel like once you get really tapped in with God will speak to you like clear as day, or the devil, whatever. Like, everything just becomes really clear. So it felt like because I was getting right with God was showing me like clear as day, like, this person is telling you exactly who they are and what they're doing, and that you're not gonna have a life, that you're gonna be miserable here. Like, he's telling you all of it. So just so you know, like, this is what you're signing up for, and you're quote unquote signing your life away. So yeah, I just thought that was really weird, and I clocked it, but I was like, okay, well, I needed this job, so whatever. And I signed up for the job, everything's fine. I start doing a few shifts. I absolutely hate it, of course. And then I go do the interview, with the gym manager position. Tell me why there was a night and day difference of the energy right off the bat. I could feel the energy of the interviewer. She was so positive. We ended up talking about spirituality, and I also scripted before this interview, and I said like, oh, we're gonna get along so well, it's just gonna feel like a conversation. And it was even better than that, because we ended up talking about spirituality, we ended up talking about astrology, and it just felt so connected to me and what I believe in. And it felt like a night and day difference between God and the devil, or like what is for you and what is not. And the contrast of those two job interviews and those two job positions, I literally felt night and day. Like, okay, this one feels right. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like you can just feel when something feels like it's for you and when it feels like it's not. And when it feels like it's not for you, you guys have to understand, like, it doesn't matter what is happening in your 3D reality. Don't do it, okay? Because when God is showing you that, he's testing to see, like, are you gonna listen to it? And even if you have no money, no place to go, I promise you, if you choose what is for you over what isn't, God will, like, take care of you and everything will work out. Every time I've ever done that and chose the thing that was for me, even when it felt like, oh my God, but I know that this is for me, but I don't like know what's gonna, or how I'm gonna get money and how this and how that, I ended up getting money somehow in some magical way. Or things just ended up working out. Like, another example, like right before that, my boyfriend at the time, we weren't even fucking dating because he never asked me out. It was a stupid situationship. But I found out he was cheating on me because God sent me a dream that he was cheating on me. And then I found out he was. And in the dream, there was this huge, huge eyeball looking down on me, and I knew it was God. I kept calling it God's eye because it kept looking down on me. And in the dream, it just felt like it was God saying, like, number one, I'm protecting you at all times. Number two, I can see everything that you can't. And number three, use the wisdom that I'm showing you right now. Like, this is the wisdom. I'm giving it to you in this dream. Like, you need to use it. So I woke up and I was so scared. I didn't want to leave him because I didn't know what life was going to be like after that. But I just had this feeling like this guy is blocking my blessings. And right after I leave him, something amazing will happen. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to trust God with this one, because God, why would he do all this just to lead me astray? So I left him. I trusted that dream. And 3 days later, I got $10,000 magically. So I was literally like, oh, okay, I'm never gonna question God again. I was just like, oh, okay, so when God tells you to do something, he will never lead you astray. Like, literally, God is so magical and powerful. He actually can take care of everything you need, but you have to do what's right with you and what's right with him. Doing things that just don't feel good, it doesn't matter, like, oh, but I have to put this person first, or I have to do this. None of that matters. None of that matters, because I'm telling you, it will work out. It will work out. Even if it feels like you have to do it, you don't. If it doesn't feel right, you don't have to do it. I can promise you that. I kind of want to talk about, like, in another video, like, more lessons that I've learned. Sorry, it's really bright. More lessons that I've learned from God and just, like, dreams that I've had. So yeah, if you guys want to hear about that, let me know. But my name is Sydney, and if you like my vibe, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!